Hey guys, it's Psycho Horror here, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. And we're going to start off this by some transfer action again. If you haven't seen the last episode, go back and watch that, the first episode of the season where we really start doing some transfer business. So go back and start watching this. I'll put it in the description below. But anyway, our bids for Jovetic, Gundogan, and Insigne all get rejected, or so more of their contracts. I do apologize for the sound outside. There's a lot of building going on. Actually, I live really close to the Russian embassy, so yeah, they're building something there, so I don't know what's going on about that. But anyway, we offer for Jovetic 130,000, which is a lot of money, and I really wanted Jovetic, but he's going to be one hell of an expensive player if he does finally end up accepting a contract. And obviously, we have Gundogan and Insigne there as well, who we need to offer for. So Gundogan also being one of my main priorities, I decided to offer 110,000, a 10% bonus, and a crucial first-team player for 3 years. And now, if that's not an amazing deal, then what is? And for sure, he's going to accept that. I really hope so, but we will have to wait and see. Insigne also really holding out. Really not, accepting any kind of amount of cash, and it was really getting on my nerves. So I decided to offer 115,000 with a 5-year bonus per goal, 3 years, and crucial first-team player. So again, that's a huge pay increase that they would get from their old club. So we'll have to see how it goes. And João Moutinho has accepted the contract, which means that if we don't get Gundogan, we actually do have João Moutinho that we could get. However, Bayern Munich are still coming in for Lukaku like they did in the last episode, and I'm just kind of counter-offering their offers there. But so I wasn't sure what to do here, because if we do end up getting Gundogan, he would be a much cheaper player, and younger, and maybe not the better player, but the player that could grow to become the better player. João Moutinho is already 28, so I decided to stall that. And obviously, I can't go for Zaha yet because I'm not sure if I will be able to buy him after we bought the midfielder and the cam player. So that's basically just kind of there as a backup. That's why I stalled him. And then Gundogan accepts. Oh my God, Gundogan accepts, and I'm not sure what to do. I was really contemplating, and I decided to go for Gundogan. He's only 19 million and 110,000 instead of 25 million there. So that's a huge price difference. And Gundogan is the younger player. He has better potential. So I end up going for Gundogan after he decided to accept the contract. So we end up getting Ilkay Gundogan into our midfield next to Casemiro. So putting Malango on the bench, but that is a deadly midfield duo there in defensive midfield. Gundogan and Casemiro, absolutely fantastic. So psyched that we got him. And, that's all looking very good. We get a horrible offer, let's be honest, for Muniain. He's a great player. I don't know why they offer that little money or why his market value is that low. And Jovetic and Insigne come back to me, and they are declined again. And we still need a cam player because obviously we sold, Nacho Cases, and then we got Marin Ruiz, but he went back on loan. So we do need a cam player, and Jovetic and Insigne would fit. Either one would fit that position, perfectly. But for some reason, they're not coming in. They would be the star of my team. For some reason, they're just not accepting, and I'm offering ridiculous amounts of money for these players, but they are just not willing to join. Bayern Munich come back to me once again for Lukaku here, and then I just decided to reject their offer because obviously they're not budging. Insigne declines again, and I offer more money again, and it's really getting, stupid to pay this much money. So at this point, I was thinking that, damn, I might not get these players, and he declined once again, 130,000. I do not understand why he doesn't want to move to our club, but that's, the kind of shit we have to deal with. We get a 5-0 win against Stuttgart in a preseason friendly there, and after that, we also play against Freiburg here. And I think we get a quite comfortable victory. Yeah, we go 2-0 there. But, because we're just not going to get Insigne or Jovetic. We're not going to get them. This means that we have to go out and look for another cam player. And I found Juan Mata. Now, Juan Mata is an absolutely amazing player. Absolutely amazing. He can play on the left, the right, and most importantly in the middle. He's 27 years old, so he's not too young. But he still has, 3 years to go in his prime. And he... we're only playing one more season with Gijon. So he's also in the last year of his contract, which means I will get him much cheaper than I would have gotten Insigne and especially Jovetic. So, going into our last preseason game, which I simmed, Juan Mata was looking like a player that we could potentially be getting into our team. And I shit you not, that would be fucking amazing. Now, Juan Mata, they accept the transfer offer. Only 20 million for Juan Mata. He hasn't signed a new contract. 20 million. That's an absolute steal, an absolute bargain, a bargain of the century for one of the best attacking midfielders in the world at the moment, I would argue, even as a United fan. And so he hasn't signed a new contract at Chelsea, meaning that he probably just wants to move. So 120,000, 3 years, and a crucial first team player. We're going to offer him that. Is he going to be as fucking annoying as Jovetic and Insigne? Is he going to decline? Accept? He accepts the offer. Juan Mata is now a Sporting Gijon player. We got that wrapped up so quickly. Insigne, Jovetic, you can go fuck yourself. We signed one of the best attacking midfielders in the world, and oh lord, I am so excited. And what this means is that we can also go for Zaha now. The problem with Zaha is that we stalled for so long that the contract negotiations broke down, so we have to renegotiate with him. But even then, I would be so happy if we got Zaha as well, because that would be, we basically spent all our money, and then we get someone to replace Nahar, and we do that. The amazing Wilfried Zaha now joins our team as well, and oh my lord, this team is looking fucking amazing. After all this, we have Gundogan there next to Casemiro, Zaha on the right, Juan Mata in the middle, Azpilicueta and Jordi Alba on the wings, and this is the team we will be going with. This team will be absolutely out of this world. I am so excited to play with this team. Just look at that. You can't deny the class in that team, and that is one of the strongest teams in the La Liga at the moment. We have young players with a lot of potential, players like Butland, Lukaku, Zaha, and oh my god, I still can't believe that we ended up getting Juan Mata. That's just an absolute steal. So we now have our team built, guys. This is what we're going to be going with, and like I said, I'm not going to be showing you a lot of league games, only the very important league games, but then all the Champions League games. However, I am going to show you this one because it is the first league game of the season. So, you can count that as a very important game. And we're going to jump straight in on the first game we have with all our new signings. Oh, it's amazing. How many do we get? We have Azpilicueta, Jordi Alba, Gundogan, Zaha, and Juan Mata. That's 5 new, absolutely top world-class signings. And my god, our team was looking fucking amazing this season. I really feel that with this team, it's so strong that we can even win the double. We can win the Champions League and the league, because that's how strong our squad is at the moment. And you can see I fast forward here because Juan Mata, the player we signed 6 minutes into his debut, the first league game of the season, Juan Mata scores off the rebound off the keeper after Muniain did some great work down that left wing, put in a cross. The keeper saves it, but it falls down to Juan Mata, and he just taps it into the empty net. That's great play by Muniain there. Dangerous cross, and Juan Mata is there to finish it off. So what a debut for Juan Mata, getting his first goal inside 6 minutes for Sporting Gijon, and that's all extremely exciting. However, you can see I'm fast forwarding again. And why is that? Because they end up scoring a goal, so it's 1-1. And that always seems to happen to me. However, Lukaku is on the break here. He plays it to Juan Mata. Mata? What? Andy Nahar, anyone? Last season, Europa League final? Bring back some memories? Yeah, it does for me. So Mata doesn't finish that, which is extremely disappointing, considering the player he is. But so we end up getting a tie on the first league game of the season. That's disappointing. We had some other good chances there as well, but Juan Mata just doesn't finish that off. However, a tie is not the end of the world in the first game of the season, and I was extremely happy with how all my new players performed. The 2 wing backs, or the full backs more like, Zaha played a good game as well as Gundogan and Juan Mata both played well. So now we have those famous Champions League games, and in our group we have Celtic and a few other teams, and I'm sorry I'm not showing that to you guys. I totally lost my I can't remember who's in our group, so I do apologize. And we get a good chance here in the beginning as well as Gundogan gets a shot away, but it does go out for a goal kick. However, Zaha is put through in the 30th minute. Can he score? Oh my lord, what a finish. That is one of the greatest finishes I've ever scored in FIFA 13. The way he wraps his foot around that. Remember, he's right-footed. So Wilfried Zaha for his second game for the club in the first game of the Champions League for this season, he wraps his foot around the ball, his weaker left foot. You know, he's in a lot of space, but the way he wraps his foot around that and it hits the post and it goes into the back of the net is absolutely fantastic. We get another great chance here with Muniain as he shoots the ball, and we get a corner. Can we do anything from this? Juan Mata, obviously a specialist in free kicks and corners, so that's good to have. We haven't had that in a while. And the ball falls to Luis Eduardo. All of the players to score that kind of semi-volley for us. It's Eduardo, an absolutely fantastic finish from him. After a decent corner was cleared away, God, what a finish, what a finish, to make it 2-0 against Celtic, surely giving us the win in this game. At least at this point, Celtic aren't a very strong squad, and I do have to, fuck up pretty hardcore to lose, and, God, what am I saying? Absolutely pathetic defending. Absolutely pathetic defending. And to be fair, that is a great, great goal as well. I don't know how they scored that. Butland wasn't there either. And it was all looking pretty shitty at this moment as they get a corner in the 80th minute. No, they can't score. Is this going to be some EA bullshit? Yeah, it is. Wanyama gets his head on it and off the crossbar goes into the goal, making it 2-2. And ending the game 2-2. So our first game in the Champions League also ends, just like the first game in the league, to a disappointing draw. So that's the kind of shit that we have to deal with. It is disappointing, but 2 draws from first 2 games, competitive games. But it's not the end of the world. It's a good place to go on from. So Luis Eduardo is also injured for 3 weeks, which is very disappointing. But we'll have to deal with that shit. So, anyway, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like. Guys, you have to like for the new signings. Juan Mata, everybody, some amazing signings. Be sure to leave a like for them. Also, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I got Ultimate Team and Career Mode action going on, and when FIFA 14 comes out, I'm going to have gameplay from that. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like, and I will see you next time. Have a very nice weekend, and bye-bye.